Hello friends, I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? Hope it's fantastic and wonderful. Everything here is great. And I just got a mysterious package from UPS. I knew I was expecting one thing and I got two boxes and I thought, what is this? And I looked at the label and it's from Poland. And I thought, well, I think I know what's in this box, and I want to open it on camera because what's in this box is the conclusion of a 6-year quest that I have been on. I told you the other day that I am hunting for a copy of Mindbug. There was 1,000 copies released at Essen, and I want to own one of those. And so far I have found nobody willing to sell me one. I have found 2 people that I know personally that own it. And of those 2 people have not told me they won't sell it. They just haven't played it yet, so they're not sure if they're going to want it or not. So they said, let me play it a few times, and I said, okay. But what's in this box, I think, based on its weight, is the conclusion of a 6-year quest to own what's in this box. This is something... this is something that... Okay, 2014, I meet Ignacy at Gen Con. He was looking for volunteers. I volunteered. We talked a little bit before the show, and then I met him and attached myself to Portal Games. I told him he wasn't going to get rid of me easily, and I have been a part of that extended family for years now. In 2015, he decided he wanted to give a seminar. And so you got to imagine in 2014, Portal Games was like 4 people. It was Ignacy, Rafael, Jegorz. I think Jegorz joined right before I did. Greg joined right before I did. And there's 5 people. There were I forget the other 2 people's names. I feel really terrible about that. So there was like 5 people. And in 2015, Ignacy decided he wanted to do a seminar, and he wanted it to be funny. And so he tasked me with talking to Mary, his wife, and talking to Rafael, and talking to Greg, because I talk to those people all the time. He tasked me with, maybe this was 2016, maybe this is a 5-year quest. That makes more sense. I think this has been a 5-year quest. Whatever, it's been at least a half decade, right? He tasked me with finding... With asking him questions during this live seminar that he didn't know I was going to ask. He wanted me to talk to the people there at Portal and find some fun stories and put him on the spot on stage. One of those stories is in this box. If you go back, and I think we did a video. I'm positive I shot a video on it. I'm pretty sure it would have been on the Portal Games channel. I don't think it's on my personal channel, but somewhere 2015, 2016, there is a video of a seminar where I ask Ignacy a question about what's in this box, and he goes white and looks at me and goes, "What? Where have you heard about this?" And I went, "You told me to ask you questions." And from the moment I heard this story, I knew I had to own this. I knew that this was going to be a quest, was to find this. The problem is, this doesn't exist. Like, it doesn't exist anywhere. Portal had none of these. But recently, on the Portal Games channel, Ignacy did a video about this. I knew... before I saw that video, that I had obtained a copy of this. Ignacy's wife, Mary, reached out to me and said, I have it. And I said, how? And she said, I found it on a Polish auction site. And so she bought it for me. And, I mean, this is it. This is a game called Gody. Ignacy didn't understand how to translate it when he showed it on his channel the other day, and neither do I. And if you're Polish and can translate the word Gody for me, please tell me how this is translated. But this is a tiny little 30-card game that Ignacy designed years and years ago, and it is about trolls trying to get girls. And I'll put some pictures up, hopefully. It's got some of the most ridiculous artwork. I did not know this story, that the artwork was all done in one weekend. All of this artwork was done in a single weekend. And I did not know that this was like a free print, essentially. Ignacy told me that I thought all these years that this was an insert in one of the Portal magazines. That this came as pages and you had to punch them out. But it doesn't look that way. I don't think that's accurate at all. But you can tell this is like square cut cards, kind of cheaply made. Apparently this game is completely ridiculous, full of really bad kind of sexist humor. And the moment I heard about it, I knew I had to have it, and I knew I was going to translate it, redo the card layouts, and make an English copy of this, which I am absolutely going to do now that I have it in my hands. But this is something that I have coveted for at least 5 years, maybe 6. And I don't know. You know, when you find somebody like Ignacy, when you find that hero, that person that you're like, I want to anchor, you know, in that person's harbor and circle in that person's world because they're inspiring and they're open and they're friendly and they're kind, you know. There was just something about the man. And there was something about the look on his face. It's like sheer terror when I mentioned this. That it was like, I have to have this in my hands. I have to own this. And now I do. And it would, you know, it will go into my collection and never leave. I can't even play the game. I don't even know how it's played. I can surmise how it's played based on the, you know, the card text, but I'm not even positive I understand how it's supposed to be played. But that doesn't matter. You know, I'll figure that part out. I now own the product. And for what I understand, there's only about 300 and some of these out there. Like, there was only, from the video that Ignacy put up a couple days ago, which hopefully I've linked somewhere on the screen or in the description, this was like just kind of an aside. They printed it real quick, and there's only 333 copies made, and this is one of them. So this is extremely rare, an extremely rare treasure from the man, Ignacy Chevee himself, in my hands. And I don't know. The moment that I looked at this shipping box and saw where it was from, I was just like, oh, this is good. This made my day. And when he showed it on his channel the other day, I said, man, I sat there watching that video with the dumbest smile on my face. Just absolute absolute pure joy. Seeing him uncomfortably talk about this on camera. I can't wait. I can't wait to start working on the English version of it. I threatened him that I was going to do that, and I'm absolutely going to do that. So look for it someday. Someday you'll be able to play Ignacy's absolute worst, most ridiculous game in English somehow, some way, maybe Tabletop Simulator or something like that. But it will be a thing, and you'll be able to see it, and you'll be able to share this joy with me, because that man is seemingly untouchable when it comes to his design acumen. And then I find out there's something like this out there. That's part of the reason, right, that I had to own it, because the man is like a design icon. And to know that something like this came out of his brain is just the best thing ever. There you go. Gody, the game. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends, wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is invidious. It is an adjective meaning designed to give offense or create ill will. In the name of all lechers and boozers, I most solemnly protest against the invidious distinction made to our prejudice. Aldous Huxley, a British author and humanist. Invidious. INVIDIOUS. Invidious distinct. Designed to give offense or create ill will. It's not necessarily... Well, it's an adjective, so it's not necessarily an act of giving offense. It's just a, That's a good word. Invidious. I should use that sometime.